friends, today I have another recipe and it's gonna be dessert. Okay, so the name of the recipe is walnut streusel coffee cake. Okay, I'm gonna show you what's gonna be the ingredients that we're gonna be needing. Okay, so for the streusel we're gonna need light brown sugar. We're gonna need butter. Right now it's solid, but I'm gonna melt it. We're gonna need walnuts. Okay, and of course we're gonna need ground cinnamon. Okay, I have it over here. Let me see if I can show you. Okay, ground cinnamon. Okay, for the cake we're gonna need, okay, I don't know if you guys can see it here, 4 eggs. We're gonna need granulated sugar. We're gonna need a cup of sour cream. I measure it correctly. I'm just having it here just for convenience, but it's 1 cup. We're gonna need vanilla extract. We're gonna need of course salt. We're gonna need baking soda. I have it over here, right here, baking soda. And we're gonna need of course baking powder. We're gonna need 2 sticks of butter. It's already at room temperature, very soft. Okay, it's gonna be like 1 cup, so 2 sticks. We're gonna need all-purpose flour. Okay, I have it over here. And let me see what else. Oh, we're gonna need a bundt cake pan. Okay, and we're not gonna use butter to grease it, and we're not gonna use flour. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, instead of doing butter and flour for the pan, we're gonna use vegetable shortening. This way the cake can release easily. Okay, so basically those are the recipe. Just in case if I get to forget something, maybe one of the ingredients, but I think I'm pretty sure I covered all of the ingredients. I will leave the ingredients in the description below. Okay, then let's start the recipe. Okay, the first thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna start preheating the oven at 350, and usually this cake is gonna take at least 45 to 55 minutes. Okay, the first thing that we're gonna be doing is gonna be the streusel. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the brown sugar. We're gonna add the cinnamon. And we're gonna mix everything. Then we're gonna take the walnuts in pieces. We're gonna mix it. And we're gonna add the melted butter. Okay, and we're gonna keep on mixing everything, and we're gonna have it ready on the side. Okay, step that we're gonna do is we're gonna separate the eggs between the yolks and the whites. Okay, and we're gonna this is how the streusel look. Okay, so let's start the recipe. Our KitchenAid, we're gonna have the bowl ready, and then we're gonna add the butter, and we're gonna cream the butter until light and fluffy. We're gonna cream it with the sugar, with the granulated sugar. Okay, so we have the 2 sticks, and then we're gonna add the sugar, and we're gonna, like I said before, we're gonna cream it until it's light, very light and pale. While we're beating the cream and the sugar, we're gonna start adding the rest of the ingredients to the flour. So we're gonna make sure that we mix the flour to make it a little bit more like loose. And then we're gonna add the salt. This is the salt, the baking powder, and the baking soda. Okay, so we're gonna, with a whisk, we're gonna make sure that we mix everything really good throughout the flour. I'm sorry if you guys can hear me, but yes. Okay, so you guys see the way the color is supposed to be, very light. We're gonna start adding the egg yolks one at a time, okay? Making sure that it mixes really good. That's the first yolk. We're gonna add the second one. We're gonna add, let me see, the third one. And the last one. I'm gonna stop real quick just to clean the borders, because I want the egg to mix really good. Okay. And now that everything is mixed, we're gonna add the vanilla extract. We're gonna stop and then we're gonna continue the next step. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna put it on low, and then we're gonna start adding the dry ingredients, alternating with the sour cream, okay? Here I have, I don't know if you guys can see over here, I have the sour cream. So I'm gonna start adding the sour cream. And remember, the sour cream have to be at room temperature. We're gonna add more flour. We're gonna add the sour cream. More of the dry. Sour cream, okay? And we're gonna add the last flour, okay? This is the last flour that I have. And we're gonna clean the borders of the mixing bowl. Okay, we're gonna stop it. We're gonna clean it real quick and just beat it for a second, and that's it. Okay, that's it, no more. Okay, so we're gonna have the whites, and then we're gonna beat it to stiff pick. Okay, let's start it. Okay, this is stiff pick, okay? So far we can always check to see if it's I don't know if it's like stiff, but you guys can see that still have a little ribbon, so that means it's still soft. Okay, so we have to beat it a little bit more. Okay, let's see now how we can see if it's stiff. So now we see that it's stiff, okay? So right now we can always fold the whites into the batter. Let's see, let's move it over here. Sorry, my kitchen is a little small and uncomfortable, but we're gonna start like folding a little bit of the whites into the rest of the batter. And then that's how you're gonna be doing with all the whites, okay? Just fold it like that, nice and gentle. What we're gonna do, we're gonna start like using the vegetable shortening to grease the whole pan, okay? So that we have it ready, so we're gonna start adding part of the batter into the bowl. Only half. We're gonna put it like halfway only, okay? Because we're gonna add the strudel. Okay, and this is more or less half. And now that we have half, we're gonna add the strudel in the middle. Okay, now that we have it, oh, it's gonna taste delicious. I know. Okay. So now we're gonna add the rest of the batter. Just to cover the strudel. Now this is how it's gonna look. So now it's gonna be in the oven at 350 for 45 to 55 minutes, or until the toothpicks that you insert it shows that it's done, okay? So let's bake it now. The cake took exactly 55 minutes. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna put it in a little base for the air to cool the cake, and maybe like 10 or 20 minutes we can just invert the cake, okay? Friends, already passed like maybe 20 minutes that is already cool. Not completely because it's still warm at the bottom, but just to a mold, you can always like take a knife and just lightly just go around and here in the middle, because the strudel, because it has like brown sugar, sometimes it tends to stick around the cake pan, and then sometimes it gets a little harder to get it out. But so I went around just like this, and now it's already loose, so we can always invert the cake, okay? So I'm gonna invert the cake this way you guys can see how it looks. This is the way it looks. Now we can always have some confectioner sugar and then just go around the cake, and because it's a coffee cake, so it's a very simple cake, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna let it cool a little bit more. This way I can cut a slice. This way you guys can see the way it look, okay? So I want to show you how the cake look. You guys can see the streusel right here inside. Oh, it looks beautiful. And I have a piece that this is the one that I'm gonna be tasting. Oh, it's gonna be so exciting. Friends, you guys already saw how easy it is, the cake. It's very flavorful. And I have it here. I want to taste it. Yes, of course, I want to taste it. Let's see. Friends, let's see how the coffee cake tastes. It looks yummy. You can always put like a little bowl of ice cream. I don't want to do it like that because I want to taste it with the strudel. Streusel. I know. That's the Latin, the Latin accent. Let's try. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I wanna taste it with the walnuts. Okay, let's see. Alright. I'm making a mess. Wait 1 second. Okay, let's see. The crumb inside is very tender. It's really delicious. But honestly, we need a little bit of ice cream. But this is a really good cake to maybe eat in the morning with breakfast with a little bit of coffee. And even though they ask, because it's a coffee cake, I mean it's almost like a pound cake, asked for, I think it was 1 3/4 cups of sugar. It doesn't taste like very sugary. It has a perfect balance. Oh, it is really good. So I hope you like the recipe. Share it with your friends and family, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.